Hey there, my name is Jason Julian, and before you say anything, I don't have the episode 7 reaction, so let me explain. Basically, as of recording this, I kind of just stopped uploading basically the RWBY Volume 6 reaction series because due to circumstances that were kind of out of my control, the series kind of got derailed quite a bit actually. So allow me to explain my situation. I uploaded the episode 5 reaction as normal, no issues whatsoever. And then for whatever reason, obviously with every reaction video that I make, it'll be claimed by Rooster Teeth, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But the thing is that I'm not entirely sure what happened to the fan projects team, but basically for 2 weeks I didn't hear a single thing back from them. I emailed them the video. I told them it was unlisted. One of the things in the terms of service is that the video had to be unlisted, and it was unlisted. I went through the traditional claims process, and even that took a while. So maybe they were on holiday. I'm not entirely sure what was the deal with the fan projects, but basically due to the delay in the response by the fan projects team, the reaction video ended up not coming out for a couple of weeks, and that really took the wind out of my sails. I'm gonna be honest, that just took the wind right out of my sails. I was just basically dead in the water. I have the episode 6 reaction. I have all the footage from it. I just haven't bothered editing it because, like I said, the wind was just taken out of my sails, and I just didn't have the motivation. And then I'll say this: I kind of had a mini meltdown. I my frustrations really mounted on the channel because stuff in my personal life really fueled that as well, and that was just basically many contributing factors as to why I just basically stopped uploading the RWBY reaction series. And I really enjoyed doing it too. I enjoyed doing the reactions. I enjoyed watching the episodes, allowing myself to be recorded, and it allowed before I started doing this reaction series, I still really enjoyed RWBY, but I was just I was never vocal about it. I was just oh, that was cool. Oh, that was awesome. But I never had anyone to share it with. And with this series, I'm able to vocalize myself better. I can share my opinions more visually and more accurately. I don't know if that's the right analogy, but basically I could just share my opinions and what I thought of the episode and express myself more instead of just sitting in silence enjoying the episode and not really allowing myself to vocalize because I can't hear everything. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing this reaction series, and as of recording this, it is not April. Sorry, I'm getting my months mixed up. It's been a little bit since I've done this. It's December 22nd. I would like to say, I believe it is December 22nd, so a few days before Christmas, and by the time this video comes out, it'll most likely be January. So yeah, I'm really excited to really get back into the swing of things regarding RWBY. And if you're wondering about the episode 7 reaction, I probably already said this, but basically I didn't do a reaction. Like I said, I had a mini meltdown. I momentarily gave up on this channel. I unlisted all my videos for a period of time, and basically I just watched the episodes. I just watched episode 7 without doing a reaction. So yeah, that it's not perfect, but I will say this: I really enjoyed episode 7. So maybe I might do a different form of video for episode 7. Maybe I might do it in-depth review to accommodate for the lack of reaction. So maybe I might even do a reaction. Who knows? It's been a while since I've seen episode 7, so maybe it might be all new to me. I do remember a lot of it, but who knows? Maybe I might do a reaction. I'll try it out. So I guess with that out of the way, I'm actually really excited about this episode. The thumbnail is Jaune looking really disappointed in Oscar, so we're probably gonna get him pushing Oscar against the wall and yelling at him. So we're gonna get into this episode, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry, I just went into this video completely like doing this from the top of my head, so sorry if I don't sound the most coherent, like, basically. Yeah, we're just gonna get started in the reaction now. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's get started. Ooh, I'm excited for this.
Come on! You didn't even hear us out!
Our orders are clear. The Mistral Atlas border is
they
closed.
look-
Please, have a good day. A good day!
You don't want to believe that I'm friends with Ironwood.
General Ironwood.
Who are these guys?
General Ironwood. Then fine. But look, we have Weiss Schnee with us, and we're trying to get her home safely.
Approach.
These guys are, they really take their job seriously. Those are weird looking hats, I'm just saying that right now.
You may speak with our commanding officer. We will fetch her at once.
Ooh. I heard that,
They were kind of...
Super weird?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Well, I may know this commanding officer.
Yep.
That's good, isn't it?
It's,
If she's your
Winter
friend,
Schnee.
then
I'm
maybe
trying to
she's
say
more
that, but
willing to
everyone's
help us.
talking, so.
I wouldn't exactly call us friends.
Acquaintances?
Not quite.
Nope.
Colleagues?
Nope.
Former.
Oh.
Enemies?
That's the one.
Wait,
What?
Oh, yes, I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas. You bring outside cashews on one flight, and suddenly you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've got to be kidding.
Now, let's not give up hope yet. Maybe she's dead.
What?
introducing
that was pretty
Special
funny.
Operative Caroline Cordovan.
Nope. Okay, so it's not Winter. Who is this? Ooh, new character. She's also a lot shorter than I expected.
She-devil.
I see you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
Oh, Cordo. You know, they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Oh, Miss, Cordovan? My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about...
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say. Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us through!
Nice to see you again as well.
You civilians are clearly incapable of comprehending the importance of our mission here in August. So allow me to say this slowly with smaller words. This base, that relay tower, the very safety of Argus are all gifts from the glorious kingdom of Atlas. And it is
Wow.
my duty
These,
to uphold them
these
as
people are
only
really
I
patriotic.
have the wit and tenacity for such a task.
Such wit, such tenacity.
Or maybe Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
You're just like the rest of these Argus ingrates. This city wouldn't even be here if it weren't for our Elysian ancestors. And what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please, we know your kingdom had nothing to do with the fall of Beacon. We were there. No one's happy about the Atlas borders or embargo. But I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why we need to talk to...
The general is no coward. Atlas is strong. If
She-
all the kingdom's plans
she
to
didn't
make
call
us
her
their
him
enemy, then
coward.
So be it. Atlas will prevail.
Atlas will prevail.
Do you guys seriously have to do that?
If Miss Schnee has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family,
Sorry, there's like
then
something
of
in my
course,
eye.
the Atlas military will escort her home. But the kingdom will not be responsible for her friends of questionable character.
What's
Wow.
that supposed to mean?
That
It
was
means we're done here.
not called for.
Oh, yeah? Well, your base looks like a big dumb boot.
Way to show her, Nora.
I don't... Weiss, I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second. We'll find a way to Atlas. Together.
Good. But that means they have to
So,
figure out another way to
where
get
are we
to
going
Atlas.
now?
Yeah, what's the plan?
The plan? The plan just got shut on our face 3 times over. I'm going for a drink.
Uncle Crow, I really think we should try and come up with something... together.
What's his problem? It's not your fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come up with something without him. I mean, we've got Ozpin with us. He usually knows what to do.
No. They weren't there for everything.
What is it?
Jaune!
Everything we did was for nothing!
That's not true.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
If Salem can't be killed, then how are we supposed to win this?
That's like the big question throughout this volume.
Wow. Great plan, everyone.
Look, none of this is great, we know. But we're not the bad guys here.
Are we sure about that?
Wow.
What?
He's in your head, isn't he?
Oh.
Did you already know about this?
He didn't know any of it.
How much longer can we even trust him?
Jaune!
How do we even know it's really him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
Jaune!
Wow. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as Crow sucker punching him in the face.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know.
I think it would be best if we had some time to ourselves.
I mean-
Maybe we could all use some space.
Everything is just like not exactly happy, but it's not exactly bad either because like everything
Come on,
that is like
please.
culminating.
Where are you?
You know, I came out here to avoid the yelling.
Yeah.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
Why not go with them?
I
I don't
mean,
know. I don't know anything. What do I tell Jaune and his team when we don't even have a plan? The Crow's out drinking, Osmond hasn't come back, and even if he did, I don't know if I could trust him. And there's always Jin, but we only have one more question we can ask her. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
you're 16, Ruby. Come on.
You know, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
If I have to explain it to you, it'll just defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I would be honored.
Sit back down, for Pete's sake.
I want to learn about the silver eyes too. Like it's kind of like
Let's start with what you do know. Tell
sorry,
me.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Silver-eyed people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something. And at the Fall of Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
Yelling. It's not your fault. I had my father to teach me. And even he didn't have all the answers.
So there's a
But
lot
what he told me made
there's a lot that
sense,
isn't known
given
about
what
the
I've
silver
seen.
eye warriors.
Was he a huntsman too?
It wasn't really an official title back in his day. I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher. I never attended one of those fancy academies of yours. but I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Huh. You must have been proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off.
Really?
He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just legends of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare? Unless something was actively seeking to destroy them.
Salem.
Yeah.
I tried.
But how
to
did
keep
she
my
know about the
powers a
Silver-Eyed
secret.
Warriors?
But as you know, it wasn't enough. I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the day, those are still your most powerful tools.
What is your semblance?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too.
Reflexes. A silly name I came up with. Hard to explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks almost before they happen. Combine that with my training and secret ability to turn Grim to stone, or blind them.
That's almost like precognition.
And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
So,
It's like really similar
How do I
to
laser beam monsters with my
ability one of my
eyeballs?
characters have.
First, you stop thinking like that. I want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers. What did those moments have in common?
I was scared and stressed. Is it emotional? Like unlocking a semblance?
It's emotional, but
maybe.
more focused than that. Think. What is it you wanted?
To save a person's life.
I wanted to protect my friends.
Precisely. It
Or
is the
protect your friends,
desire
more
to
specifically.
preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, it is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
How do
Really?
you know that?
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then Jin showed us her vision. Were you paying attention?
Yep. Okay, so that's how she knows about that. The white light. So basically,
God of light.
Silver-Eyed Warriors
His eyes.
are remnants of the God of
Okay.
Light.
Where do we start?
Well, not here.
No.
The light will only work in the presence of Grimm, meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But what you can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light as a means of destroying evil, but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
But that can't be right. You said the light only reacts to Grim, but I used it during our battle at Haven. It reacted to Cinder.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Perhaps there was something that you just weren't seeing.
Ruby!
Yep.
Oh, hey, guys.
That's really
What's
interesting.
going on?
It's Oscar. He's missing.
And that's the end. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah. I didn't really... Okay, hang on. That was a really good episode. I really enjoyed that. You could tell that I really enjoyed it because I was like actively trying to listen. Like I know I just talked about like being more vocal, and definitely I was more vocal, like comparatively, like when I'm not doing a reaction. Like wow, there's a lot of interesting parts to this. Basically Maria, like theorizing what her ability, what the Silver-Eyed people were, and basically it boils down to Silver-Eyed people are basically, I guess, remnants of the God of Light, because like in the flashback you can see like the God of Light basically flash when he transforms into the dragon. A white flash appears and destroys all the Grimm nearby. But wow, so basically the Grimm and just the Grimm. The Grimm are the remnants of the God of Darkness, and the Silvered-Eyed people are the remnants of the God of Light. The only difference is the darkness is more common than the light. So yeah, and then there's the child abuse, the further child abuse, by technically an adult, because I think Jaune is like 18 because he's technically an adult. He basically pushed a 14-year-old kid against the wall, so that's another form of child abuse, basically. But yeah, I could totally see where Juniper, or I guess Junior, is basically coming from. The fact that Salem is just like, they find out that Salem is pretty much unkillable, like as far as we know, and basically that's just the end of it. Like the doubt that creeps into Team RWBY and Maria and Crow are also creeping into the remainder of Juniper. So who knows? Like maybe I think I have a little bit of a theory on how they can defeat Salem. It's basically what it basically boils down to is like anything that when the Silver Eyes are activated, they can turn Grimm to stone. But I wonder if the same thing can apply to Salem. Like technically, she's been tainted by the black pool from the God of Light. She jumped into it, and she's immortal. She's also part Grimm. I think I have a theory that if powerful enough, a silver-eyed warrior can possibly petrify Salem, basically turning her to stone. That doesn't technically kill her, but it just basically turns her to stone and freezes her for eternity, or as long as the effect takes. Because like they were talking about the Wyvern, or no, I'm not even gonna give them the satisfaction of calling it the unofficial name. The Wyvern Grimm, the big dragon Grimm at the end of Volume 3. It was turned to stone, and it wasn't dead. Like, it's not dead. That's the thing. Because Grimm are still coming towards it. They are still attracted to the Wyvern, and they were still attacking Beacon at the end of Volume 3. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, the Wyvern is still technically alive, but it's petrified in stone, so it cannot move. So I have a feeling that if powerful enough, RWBY could possibly petrify Salem and basically save the world from that. Unifying the world in the process, petrifying Salem, and basically keeping Remnant alive. Or it could be one of those scenarios where they aren't strong enough, Salem wins, and the world ends up being judged and basically destroyed. So yeah, there's a couple of theories right then and there. The part at the beginning was pretty funny. I found myself grinning at that throughout that entire experience. Those three were really, really patriotic, and I don't know why I don't believe everything you read on the internet. Like, I thought that Winter would be making an appearance, but no. Sorry, I'm just thinking about those two guys. Like, they take their job really seriously. I don't even know. Those three characters are probably based off fairy tale characters, but I just can't think of the fairy tale characters because I'm not exactly a huge reader of fairy tales. So I got to figure out who those characters are based off of, and it's definitely one of the more funnier maybe fairy tales. Who knows? But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this episode. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you enjoyed the content that I produce, hit the subscribe button, and be sure to ring the bell so you don't miss a single thing. Tell me what you think of the subject matter down below. I would like to hear your opinions, and I'd just like to discuss RWBY or anything else in general that may interest you regarding RWBY. I don't have any social medias because one of the things that I forgot to mention is that during the mini meltdown is that I deleted all my social medias, so I'm not gonna have social medias for a little while. Like I could fully like get back my social medias. It's just that I'm too lazy to at the moment. So for now, just talk to me in the comments and I'll respond to the best of my abilities, and I'll usually respond to every single reply, or comment, and then reply accordingly. So once again, my name is Jason Julian, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.